Hey everyone. No. 78 here today. Did I wear this outside? No, not for the story yesterday. But
stop just for a second. Say hi. It does. Look what I did. Thank you. This is a Bixby. And I told her to leave my phrase. My regular hair cutter, Julia, wasn't there. She's no longer there. And she went in and texturized the bangs, where you pull up the top part and go like that. I told her to leave my little wisps, but she had to even them out. Because I really appreciate that ADHD, because I was messing with it. I would like comb my hair wet and see a little piece hanging here, right? So I trimmed that off. And then there was another one. And the next thing I knew, I was looking like this and taking my scissors across. And before I knew it, it was literally a French bob height again. Thanks, Williams. Thank you. I really appreciate that, you guys. Because what I've noticed, and I'm going to say this, I'm just going to say this. I'm thinking, okay, I'm in Washington State. I was born in South Dakota. And I'm thinking that people down south, because they seem to be the ones that say, oh, every time she gets mad or rage quitting or raging, she'll cut her hair shorter and shorter. No, I got it blended in. Look at the back. I never could have done that. It's pretty short. She took the little clippers and went like this. And by the way, this was before all the shenanigans on the other channel. I'm not going to say names, but you guys know who I'm talking about. So that was before. And this weekend, I was quite busy. Yesterday, I walked up to the store with my daughter because my neighbor is on house arrest. I don't know why, but for 10 days. And it was 78 yesterday, too. So we walked up there. We took a cab back, but the whole thing, shopping for toiletries and 5 big things of litter and all this stuff, took from, we left at 12:30, walked up there, got there by 1, and then it was 4 when we were coming home. And then, of course, we had to lug everything up the stairs, 3 flights of stairs, and then I made dinner, and it was just, and by the time I sat down in the chair that the cats are destroying, it's a white leather chair that kicks back and goes really far back. It's nice. It's a really nice chair. But boy, is it just getting ruined. So I bought white duct tape. Well, first I had gray on it. That's all we had. I didn't even know they made white duct tape. I know there's pink out there and rainbow and everything, but I saw white. And that's the color of the chair in the living room. And so I fixed that up. I haven't gone over the gray yet. It's a while. I have tremors. I have essential tremors. And so if I pull a long piece, this side wants to roll in, right? While I'm trying to cut. So I'm just ripping with my fingers. And then that doesn't work that well. And so it takes like an hour. So unlike a lot of people out there, or a few or a couple or one, I don't have time to nap. I could never take 1, maybe 2 naps a day. I don't have time. My kids are grown, but they're both here. And, my daughter's plugging away with her situation. I'm not going to get into it. But, and my son, he has issues. And, yeah. So, but yeah, I was like, well, I'm going to grab, I don't know if you can see the colors. One is this fluorescent greeny yellow, and this one's a light pink. I did that on purpose. And you know what's weird? Way back when I worked at Rasputin's in my 20s, I was like 24 and that kind of thing, and 22. The drinking age in the 80s was 18. And, but anyway, I remember those moccasin-y boots? They had green and red and whatever, people from the 80s. I wore to Waitress Inn a green one and a red one. And I think back, oh my gosh. So, I thinking about it, not flamboyant, but I was sometimes in the way I would dress or want to be was up to me. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah. So my title is "What is a Bixie?" And I don't think so. Hi, you guys. Thanks so much. Just think how darling this is going to be for real. Right now, it's a pixie, it's a bob. So it's called a Bixie. I didn't know there was such a thing, but there is. You can look it up. I was going to show some pictures and stuff. I changed my avatar and my thing because honestly, these haircuts are like 90s grunge. Oh, this is what I wanted to say about the South. Okay, no shade like people like to say, but I believe people down south, at least the Caucasian women, it seems like they're into the long hair, straight, wavy, long, and you know, and I've seen it on videos and stuff. People don't want to do bobs. They don't want to do angulars. They don't want to show the neck, in other words. And the neck is very becoming to men. I'm serious. Now, when this grows out, and so anyway, people question me. They think I'm just chopping my hair. No, I'm trying to find a style that will shape my face. Now, well, my neck is right here, silly. And I'm pretty blessed, you know, with a good neck. Because, I mean, this is me. I mean, watch. When I go like that, you can see wrinkles up there, but I have to go like that. So, this is me. I've been blessed with pretty good skin, long arms like my mom. I'm not tall. Somebody said I was tall. Oh, I know who said I was tall. And it kind of shocked me. I thought it was kind of funny and kind of cute, actually. But anyway, and no, I'm not trying to ride his dick like other people want to think out there. He said, she's tall, isn't she? Well, my legs might look tall. I was 5'6" in high school. I'm 5'5" now. My daughter's like 5'7". I think she's 5'8", but she doesn't think so. So anyway, and I've also been getting some sun. See the difference? Look at my arm and look how white it is there. And that's just from walking up. And then waiting for the darn cab. They said 20 minutes to 30. It was 45. And I was sitting on the rocks right next to the road in my shorts and I had a tank top on. And my daughter was in the shade because she had jeans on. And she wanted to be in the shade. And security came up to me. And he was kind of a young guy, but just kind of floopy, for lack of a better word. I don't know. He wasn't real sort of astute looking type deal, but that's okay. And he's like, "Are you okay, miss?" And I said, yeah, I'm just sitting in the sun where I'm waiting for a cab with my daughter. It was almost like he didn't believe me because I was on the rocks next to this tree and then I pointed to our cart, which was overflowing with toiletries and food because I shop at Fred Meyer and you can get everything there. And I mean everything. Just tape, oil, beauty products. There's a pharmacy. There used to be a jewelry store, but they took that down. But yeah, pharmacy. I already said pharmacy. So anyway, so I said that, and then he said, well, somebody not called in, but somebody let me know you're pretty close to the side of the road. Now, they go really slow in because people are coming out, right, with their carts. And there's a lot of elderly people. They live in a trailer park right across the street. Finally, they made blinking light thing, right? And so I said, oh, you know, and then thinking back, I mean, I was right smack by the road, but nobody zips in there because people park, right? But who knows what anyone thought. I had my little peach pink backpack, and then me. And my daughter is like not way over, but kind of over in the shade of the car. They might have thought I was some who knows, druggie or something. I mean, I didn't look like it, but you know. So anyway, he was really nice, and I got out of the I moved over on the other side of the rocks, and I was just in the sun. And then last night, so it's my first bit of sun, I could feel the it's not, if you go like that, because today I walked around this apartment complex with my son for about a half hour, but if you go like that, you know you got sun because your fingers stay in there. Whoa. Anyway, it's hot in here right now. But what I wanted to say is in 2 months, this is going to be so darling. In 2 months, it'll be down to here, and I'll have more of a fringe look. But I'm not touching it again. It's very hard when you have short hair and you don't have like a wig or something, which this is not, to not tweak it here and there. You know what I mean? Well, thanks, Lonnie. Gosh, that's so sweet. I don't know what this side would look like if it was behind my ears. This can, I mean, I can kind of do a little bit of different things. But when the bangs are like this and it's this short, it's called a micro bob. When the bangs are, and I mean short, when they're medium length, it's called an Italian bob. There's like at least 25, maybe more, different bobs. And, it's kind of fun. So I just pulled some pieces up here to give it a little more of a feminine look. And I don't really wear hardly anything. This is just a lavendery purple up here. And when you get older, if you want your eyes to pop, you're supposed to put eyeliner just up part way, not all the way over, because that'll bring the lids down and bring your face down type thing. And then I have a little bit of a darker lipstick than I usually do. But yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear my halter. And yeah. So let's play some more music. Thanks everyone for being here. Let me say hi to each person. Now I bring it back as far as I can. Gamer Guy, Mary Jane Doe, Freeside, Bill Shaw. How are your shenanigans? Oh my gosh, you guys. And then today I had to order more Chewy.com because I'm, trying to help two cats. The panda and the daddy kitty, we're talking 18 and 16 pounds, lose weight. And they are. They're losing like 0.40% in 1 month. It's a gradual thing because if cats, anyway, I don't know about dogs and puppies, lose weight too soon, it's not good for the organs. And this cat food, maybe I'll even show it. Ow. Is already down to here in a month. And you have to get this, see, weight loss. It's not maintenance, it's weight loss. You have to get this signed off by your veterinarian. Like, I'm not even kidding. So she did that, and she did it last year when I did this. So, and then after I had my heart attack and stuff, I was like, fuck it, I can't deal with this. So I ran out anyway, and I put a bowl. I mean, we're talking, it's that big for all the cats and kittens, and they'd munch on the dry. Well, Panda, the oldest one, seemed like every 20 minutes munching down. And this weight loss dry is best for the organs. It metabolizes different, so you don't get fat, as a cat. And he was, what was he? 18, 20 when he started, and he's like 17, 40 now, or no, he's 17, 60. So in a month, he's lost not quite a pound, but his belly was as big as a damn basketball. Like I couldn't, not even like before. And it was scary. And I was like, he's not even going to live more than 5 more years. I need to do this for him. So it was $104. And then they delivered it, right? But they said at your door. Well, I go out there and I'm waiting. I'm checking all through the day and it's not there. And I was just sick because I have like $14 left is what I have. So anyway, on my card, so I called up and I said, I know you're doing your job, but and I'm not mad at you. I always preface that, but the driver just left. It's somewhere else. As I was on the phone with her, it dawned on me, well, what if it's in the hub, right? These big mailbox things that we have down there. Sure enough, there was a package for me. But last time it was delivered at the door because that's in the shipping details. So she was really nice. And she actually, because the driver takes a picture with the door open, which I didn't know, she said, I see Chewy.com in there. You guys, you have no idea how relieved I was. I've waited. I ordered this 2 days ago, and a day and a half it came. So it got processed in Reno, and then it got to the carrier place in Reno, Nevada, and I'm at Washington State. And then overnight, it got to Everett, which is an hour and a half from where I am, which is Bellingham. And yeah, so I'm waiting for this truck to come. It said at the door, and it wasn't. Now, I knew kids didn't take it because they were at school. But I was like, what on earth? So when I was walking around here with my son in the sun, it was delivered to the locker. So that was my day today. Yesterday was a store, and I was out of everything. I was out of everything. Napkins. My dishwasher was chock full. I started washing some plates and some cups so we'd have things. I have never, in the 25 years I've been in here at this apartment complex since 2001, I've never ran out of dish detergent. I mean, it was just weird. And I was nearly out of regular laundry detergent. Toilet paper was fine. There's just always something. And I prioritize and put down, right? Like we need toothpaste before a lint brush. You know what I mean? So I prioritize. And I can't just go to the store and just buy any willy-nilly thing that I want. I have to be careful. So, sunscreen. I know I should wear it, and I really kind of don't. I'm going to risk it all, guys. Gorelandia. What? Swisser rolled tight #1 stunner cash money. And that's all you have, short hair, says Joseph Money Hun. That's all I have? No, I got more than just short hair. God bless Work Hard, Play Hard by Jay Sparks. William Savage is from the Midwest. Very cool. Yeah, I'm from Vermillion, South Dakota. That's where I was born. Which maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. It's 20 minutes from Sioux City. FedEx brings our Chewy, says Williams. Yeah, Lonnie's 42. I remember that age. I was 41 when I gave birth to Shaylin. Am I single or married? No, I'm divorced. And he and I, my ex, divorced. Well, we were married in 1986, divorced in 88, and then we got remarried in 95, and we were divorced in 2015. And for years, because we weren't together since 2008, I thought the divorce was finalized in 2008. It was 2015. He applied the first time. I applied the second. You look good. I could see that mirror. Oh my God, that's right. I have to oh my gosh. Yeah, and that's just there to make the room look a little bigger, you guys. In all honesty, it really is. It's to make the room open up. Anyway, so that's what a Bixie is, and I get flack from people and even Southerners, and I don't know if there's any Midwesterners, but you guys, it is fun to have short hair. I mean, I comb it, but then I don't have to comb it all day. I just take my fingers and do whatever. But if you get something like this, you want to get it texturized, it's called. I have pretty thick hair. So I don't think I'm really going to do topics anymore. I enjoy talking to you guys and just kind of dancing. Um, let's see. Oh, you did? You liked it behind my ear? Yeah, this is how like the sort of French models do it. I never had a haircut like this when I was young. I had a Dorothy Hamill, right? That's a whatever, because that was like a style. And Demi Moore had a Hamill, or I mean a Dorothy Hamill haircut because of the movie Ghost, you know. Um, but yeah, I've always had fun, and I've always thank you, Mario Burgess, thank you. Helen Reddy. That's really funny. You know, who's the person in? I've been told I look like Molly Ringwald. I mean, when I was younger, right? I think the cheekbones and when my hair is red. And I've been told that I look like that person. Um, I can't remember her name, but she was in that um, program with shoot, who was it now? Oh, Rob Lowe, right? Um, and it was a program like they're in school. It wasn't it wasn't that other one from the 70s or 80s. Michael Pare, the guy that did what's his face? Oh, God. You know, where you steal from the rich and give to Red Riding or Riding Hood. That was my heart throb. I could tell you that right now. I don't even know if he's dead or alive. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Honestly, it's like men are nicer to me than women. No, I take my heart medicine and stuff at about 12:30 in the afternoon, and I go to bed. Well, I was looking at my email and checking out some of ICMEL's programs. Sign up to ICMEL. He's such a nice guy. I haven't watched him for a very long time, just for about a month now. And what I've noticed is he doesn't badmouth other creators. He really doesn't. Now he will say, you know, there's people that don't like me and hate me, and they probably tried to get me, um, you know, copyright and this and that. But he's not like, oh, that person sucks, and that person thinks they're acting like this, and mean. I mean, there's mean creators out there. You know, you like my shirt? Thank you, Mary Jane Doe. Lonnie, can I be your boyfriend? Oh God. Um, yeah, and I used to get like brown, not like a dark brown like my hair. This is actually a burgundy kind of thing in the roots and that kind of thing. But we had a tanning bed here, and I was addicted. I went to that thing every day, laid there butt naked with the thing, you know, down, set the timer for 20 minutes, and I was already tan. It's like I didn't want to lose my tan. Well, then they got rid of it for whatever reason. Maybe people were saying they lived here and they didn't, you know, and who knows? Because I've been here a long time. But then I looked up skin cancer. Oh, God, that is so damn deadly. So then, of course, I had my first like mole check and body check by a whatever they're called, dermatologist ever. And I was in just my underwear and this thing, and she opened it up and she took a magnifying glass. She was really quick. I thought almost too quick. She wasn't like, this is my chest and she was right here. She was back there, but she was real good. My legs, your bottom, I wanted a woman. I've had plenty of, when I was growing up and stuff, male gynecologists, and I had to go to the darn ER with, it's called menorrhagia, which is hemorrhaging during your period. It's menstrual hemorrhaging. And these guys were like interns or learning, and I'm not just saying this, they were so damn cute. But I was in my 20s. It was almost more embarrassing because they were like a few years older than me, or some of them in their 30s, and they asked me, can they watch or not watch? Can they examine and learn blah blah blah? And I was so weak and so anemic. I was just like, yeah, that's fine. But I'm going to be graphic here. I mean, they had to they took these like not eyedroppers, these, like the suction thing, right? That you might put medicine in and then whatever up in there. And I'm just going to say it. I'm blunt. And I always have been. If you look back at my lives, and I'm a woman and I'm not ashamed of it, but I had clots like freaking things of jelly. Like it was just, and not all the time, but this time it was just constant bleeding. It was downright scary. And I had people are like, too much information. And you know what? We're all adults. And if people don't want to watch my channel, which apparently they do because I am real, then they, you don't have to. But what was I going to say? Oh, I would use a Super Plus, and have a Kotex on. And back in those damn days, they didn't stick to the underwear. You had to use a belt. Remember those days, ladies? And I would have a damn like washcloth and have my legs propped up. And I could not stop bleeding. Yeah. And I'm just like, until you go through like really intense, I don't know why. Why did I have to have such heavy periods? It was so incredibly bad. I thought I was miscarrying one time when I went to the restroom. So, you guys go for your women, I'm sure, and pick up Tampax and whatever else for them, But those days are over for me, thank God. I started going into menopause. Baster, oh my God. That's what the thing was like that the doctors used. And I was very, very anemic. My sister, who passed away in January, she lived in Missouri all these past, 20 some years, maybe 30 years. And in high school, she started falling down the stairs when she got out of school, and she went to the doctor. This is back in the 80s, because I'll be 64 in June. And she didn't know what was wrong. She had no idea why she was so tired and weak. And sure enough, she was anemic. The number was supposed to be in the 30s, I believe they said, and it was like 11. So take your iron or whatever. But thank God those days are over. Like, you guys, just Lord have mercy. All right, so enough of that. And hello to the 17 in the what is it called? Bushwhacker. I don't know what. People go through these things. Timed out? What did David Gallego say? ADHD, don't time anyone out unless it's really bad. Like, and I'm not trying to call you out. I just noticed the name. If it's like a racist thing, I don't care if people call me fat, skinny, Um, are you a man? Is that a wig? All that stuff. They can call me anything they want. And actually, there's a place, I was smart. There's certain words that can't be used on here because I'm monetized, right? And I'm on my fourth or fifth month. I can't remember. And, I wrote them down in the studio. I wrote vajayjay, even though I say it, because I was nervous before. Am I gonna, are they gonna put ads in my programs? And so far, nearly all of them have ads. It's really weird. No one can say penis. Nobody can say GAY or TRANS or GGER. So anyway, I had a list and I kept thinking of these things, right? So when I watch back my lives, which I do, a lot of them it says show or hide. And YouTube leaves it up to me if I want to leave it up, right? Like one guy said, show your titties. I don't care. I left it up. It's like titties, right? But they frown on the racists and the drugs and the whatever. Why did you say the harder? Oh, for the NIGGER. Honestly, because I was thinking in my mind, this might sound dumb, but I didn't know if maybe it was spelled AR. And I'll tell you why. On YouTube, I've seen people type NN and an I and a G and a G and an A and an R. And now I'm like, wait, it's not how you spell it. So if that came across any kind of way, that's why. I'm being really honest. I mean, I know how to spell it. Spelling was actually something easy for me in school. Math, I totally sucked at. Science, I was okay. English, I got A's and stuff. But my major was business. Hi, Waxy Rewards. Yeah, I did the darn shorthand. And I've said this story before. I got stoned one damn time in my whole 4 years of high school. Back by this creek, like after lunch or something, I went to shorthand where you go like this, like Megan would be a line for M, and E, little e. A's are bigger circles, G, so it's M, E, an arch is G, and then a big circle down here and a little N. The N is a shorter line than Megan. Like, I remember it. I was so darn stoned. I was giggling. She was looking at me. I was scared and kind of nervous. I've never been to the principal's office, and I wasn't sent that time either. But I was like this. You're supposed to be quick, right? I'm like, yeah. So, yeah. And that was my one time. You know how in high school you've got the cheerleaders, and then the other girls hang out with like the grungy potheads. That's who I hung out with. I didn't hang out with the cheerleaders. I wasn't a cheerleader. I couldn't even do a cartwheel, and I didn't want to be a cheerleader. Like, I didn't want to have to go to all the games and do pom-poms and, but my boyfriend, for 1 year, and I was 16, so it was the beginning of high school, was the captain of the football team. Isn't that weird? So, anyway, okay, so, and then, you had the real musical type, right, band, and I was some of that, because I was in the Vermont Youth Orchestra from age 14 to 18, and I was fourth chair viola in the whole damn state of Vermont. So obviously I was good enough to, you know what I mean, to be in an orchestra, because there were only 4, just like the cellos. My sister, she played the cello, and she and our friend Anna, who lives down south, and I've known her since she was 5. She played this big bass thing. What is that? What it's called? The bass, where you're boom, 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 or whatever. or you can use a bow. But I didn't want to be a violinist because everyone's a violinist. But I'll tell you, the viola was heavy. I had to put a rubber band and sponge, so it was cutting into my neck, and I hated to practice. And that was quite the time. And here, 50 or 45 years later, I'm getting things like they found me from Vermont, asking me if I want to contribute, some funds so other people can get into the Vermont Youth Orchestra. It brought back memories. It was really weird. And I've never had the chance to go to any of my high school reunions. Some people go, I don't even know. Are they every year? I don't think so. What are they, 5 and 10? Or are they 10 and 20? Or maybe they're every 20 years. I don't know. But I've never had the chance to go. And that was always kind of something I felt like, because I've lived here since 1991 in Washington State. And I was moving around a lot. And I was only living in Vermont from the age of 14 with my sister when we moved with my mom, because I lived with my dad only, and my sister, of course, from the age of 10 to 14. And, she's gone now and everything, my mom. But even in her 70s, she was like, Megan, I'm so sorry I left you. And I thought it was the norm, like not to have your mom around. I mean, I really did. I was sad, but I wasn't boo-hooing myself to sleep at night. I wasn't, you know what I mean? I wasn't like, Mom, or anything. And then I've said this story before. She drove in her little Volkswagen. She had, did she have the light blue and my dad had dark blue? I think so. Anyway, she drove all the way from Vermont to see her girls, and she was going to pick us up. And maybe Dad said no. I never one time, they got divorced when I was 10. I never one time heard them argue. Like, I don't know where they did it. They had to have had discussions. They literally kept us from that. And that's not easy. So anyway, I've said the story before, but it's pretty poignant. I was sound asleep, and she arrived apparently. And when I kind of woke up, I was in her arms, like here, and Ashley was here, and I was half awake. And I don't remember a kiss. I don't remember anything except her holding us. I don't remember if she was crying. I don't think so. And her saying, I'm never going to leave you. Next day, she was gone. And she, I told her, I said, it's okay, Mom. I found out later on that she had a nervous breakdown. And she was 21 years older than me. So when I was 10, she was 31. And yeah, so she had like a nervous breakdown. She was in love with some man named Don in California. She wasn't in love, I guess, with my dad anymore. And yeah, but my mom said, even in my 20s, she was like, if I had the chance to stay, to not have left your father, I wouldn't have. If I could do it all over again, that's what she said. And I was like, Mom, because she was with Don for 15 years. And then apparently he was coaching tennis. This is in Burlington, Vermont. And she found out he was doing coaching the young gals. Not young, but, well, he was probably in his 30s and they were probably in their 20s, doing more than teaching them tennis. And that's the first time I heard my mom just not yowling, but just in so much pain and agony. And I remember her being really mad at a guy named Humphrey, who was Don's friend, and saying, you should have told me, you should have told me. Yeah. And what else I remember from that day, She had yellow satin sheets, and you could buy those back in the day. And she was ripping them off the bed. That's all I remember. And then he felt all kind of guilty and was coming by. And I remember he liked Molson beer. I mean, I guess he was an alcoholic, but I didn't really realize it, And I was 21 then, and I know all this. See, I can remember everything under the sun in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and it happened again today. My short-term memory, wherever that is, and it could be from the stress-induced heart attack last year and the stroke in 2020 and my thalamus, or it's just me getting older. I mean, I hope to God I'm not getting Alzheimer's. A little dementia isn't the end of the world. It's kind of the same thing, but not really. Anyway, I came in here because I had to go down and get the chewy.com, and I came in 3 seconds later. This happens a lot to me, and I didn't know why I was in here. I mean, I wasn't grabbing a pen or anything. I came in to get my sandals, and plumb forgot. And I actually, for the first time, it's starting to really kind of affect me mentally a little bit. I got all kind of choked up, and I said, Shaylin, my daughter's 22. I said, why did I go to my room? Why did I go to my room? As if she would even know. And then she goes, well, weren't you getting your shoes? Weren't you getting? And I was like, oh, that's right. So people can pick on me if they want. You know who you are, about my short-term memory. It's a real damn thing. And it's scary. I can put some eggs on to boil for hard-boiled eggs and tell myself, no matter what, you're not going to forget. And if I'm looking at the TV for 5 minutes, or I'm going to look at my email really quick, or I'm going to, comb my hair or add a little more lipstick, anything, I'll forget. And then I'll hear a steam noise. And that's almost, a fire. And the water boils out. So, when I'm on my own someday, and my kids are gone, I'm hoping I'm not going to be in a home or anything. But if I'm not, and I'm able to live by myself, I'm not going to be able to leave the kitchen, for any reason. Or I might, there could be a fire. And we've already had a kitchen fire, and my memory was fine. And that was about 50, or my daughter was pretty small. I think she was 10. So yeah, a good 12 years ago, and it was bad. Flames up to the ceiling, and it was awful. And it had nothing to do with memory. It had the wires got hot because the oven was on, and I was boiling flea combs in the back, and I left the damn house. But I thought, well, this much water, right? And I'm just checking the mail, and frickin' I heard my son, who's on the autism spectrum, say there's smoke. Well, I thought steam, right, from the thing. There's not a fire. Holy crap. Smoke. And I've said this story before. I took my arm. I didn't want to touch the rice cooker. It had I had never used it. The wiring was still up the thing, up the bottom. And I moved it off the burner like this. I must have had a long sleeve shirt on. It was in May. It was 2 or 3 days after Mother's Day. I remember that. And then the smoke went from gray to black. And I was gagging. And I was like this. Instead of grabbing a wet cloth, right? Didn't even think of it. I'm holding my breath and running through the house trying to find our cats. And back then we had 4. And one had ran out, and we found it at a neighbor's, and another one scratched me. I had big lines right here that I didn't even notice because my adrenaline was so high when I was trying to put it in the carrier. And then the other one, Tito, was under the bed. He would not come out. And I lifted it with one arm. It's an oak bed. But my daughter, my daughter was holding one of the guinea pigs, because we had guinea pigs, and they were down at the playground, and people were oblivious. I'll never forget it. You'd think there'd be lots of people looking up and caring, and oh my God, no. People were throwing balls and talking and laughing, and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, like this. And the firemen didn't come right away because management put a big X of tape over the fire drill because kids were just pulling it. And when that's pulled, even though it's a false alarm, the fire trucks have to come. And it's never one, it's two, it's whatever. So they got tired of it and put tape over our thing. So, yeah. So anyway, that was really scary. And so I'm kind of going through like some scary things a little bit. I'm not like losing my hearing, but I'm saying what a lot. And normally there was no problem with any of that. Now it's what, if I'm right, if the dishwasher's on, that's different, but just running water, and my daughter's trying to talk to me from the couch, like it's just like, I can't hear her. And so, yeah. So, but I've decided that to get some color and get my heart beating, because your heart is a muscle and you want to keep it strong. So, people that sit around like that's just not good. And I did a lot of that this winter. So the days it's not raining, and so far it's been nice, I'm going to walk around here. And that way I'm close by if my son needs me or whatever. A lot of times my daughter walks with me, but she did so much walking and carrying and pushing the cart for me. It was pretty heavy with 5 damn litters. We have to buy a month's worth. So I went with my son today, and he didn't want to. And Shaylin was like, come on, Parker, you really need this. He still lost his 20 pounds from the keto diet that we started in January. Now we're letting him eat what he wants, because that's hard to stay on. No sugar we're talking no sugar, no potatoes, that has natural sugar in it, no carrots, no milk, no breads, pasta. And then like 30 to 50 carbs a day. That's it. Think about how that's hardly nothing. But all the damn meat you want. And I mean, if he wanted 20 hot dogs even, he could have had it. Any kind of meat. But, your stomach shrinks and you get full. So, he still wants to lose another 20 pounds. But he needed to lose 40 below. So I'm really proud of him. He's kept that off. That's not easy. So my knees are killing me. Ow, 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 ow. Oh my God, look how red they are. On the end right there. Okay, so thank you for being here. This went off. The last song was Last Train North. These are all by Track Tribe, and these are kind of quick ones that I picked out that I liked that are a little different. Okay, no. That one's too slow. This is Limo Ride. And I may be thin, but, your skin gets looser when you get older, and I have my green stick. Mary Jane Doe, tell me how the sound is. How's the sound? Has it been glitchy this whole damn time because of that lamp? Because look at that. That lamp over there is not the green one. It's a littler white one. And I'm having issues with like this light being on and interference. It's not even my iPad, and I thought it was. Still trying to get used to how I want to do my hair, you know? Are you still here, Mary Jane? I'm very curious because what I noticed on my last live is the music would even speed up just a little, and then it would be normal. And there were, for the most part, my mouth went with the words, but I mean, what a damn drag when it glitches like that. The best, do it Nancy Reagan style, Italian salami, all fix the television. You hate Burger King. No, no, I just, the stuff like that costs money, so I don't get to go to places like that very much. Jagger Bush has fire on here. Thank you. Oh, fixing the cable was a euphemism. Okay. Maybe it's all the Spanish. It's not the cable, it's electrical interference. When she turns her lights off, it doesn't crackle. Okay, so it's crackling. William says, I lose words sometimes. Yes, and I'm, forgetting words. Like basic words. Like not necessarily, well, I forget some names of movies too. But, and then when you can like remember so much from the past, people are like, oh, your memory's fine. No, no, it's not. I was actually crying today. And I got a little emotional because not only is it Mother's Day, right? And my mom's gone now. Her birthday is 2 days after Mother's Day on May 12th. And I wanted to get a balloon and release it from the deck, and just say a little prayer. But now I'm really nervous. I don't know if this is an OCD thing, but I'm nervous because then if I can't get to the store, or I don't have money to buy a balloon next year, I'll feel guilty. So I'm afraid to start a tradition. And how, like, that's dumb. I should just be like, my mom would understand. She's not even like all religious or anything. But, like when my dad died, and then Father's Day came, he died in May. I think 6 years ago now, maybe 5, I can't remember. I released some fake flowers because I wanted them to float out. If they're real, in the bay over here off of Taylor Dock and Boulevard Park, it's beautiful. You guys should look it up. So I put them in the water and they floated out till I couldn't see them. Have I done it since? No. Granted, this park is 40, what is it? It's 40-minute bicycle ride because I ride a bicycle and so do my kids. YouTube's holding a bunch of the comments too. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hope I didn't, please ADHD, if you're even watching, I didn't hurt your feelings, did I? ADHD, why don't you block these guys? No, we don't do any blocking. We just don't. And I'll tell you why. You guys in chat, if you don't want to see what's happening, you can hit the 3 little dots and then you don't have to see it. And if you get harassed. I watch back all my lives to check the sound, to see if I need, 1 or 2 more moderators, to see if there's a new name maybe I missed that I didn't say hi to, and I can kind of correct it next time if I remember. And honestly, we don't even really give timeouts. And so, I'm not people's mother. You know what I mean? I have mods. This is why I have mods. When you show support and respect to me, eventually you'll become a mod. Not so much anymore because I have plenty of mods, but that was my way to show appreciation. So it's not to lay the law down, and this kind of thing. But I haven't seen ADHD back in here. It appears she doesn't get all offhanded remarks. No, no. And, that could be an age thing. I don't, uh, somebody said, Mary Jane Doe had to tell me in Messenger. Remember this, Mary Jane? Somebody said, is your carpet the same color as your drapes or something? So I look up and I've got my dark blue blanket, right? My stack of books, and my little thing that I put the other iPad on when I show a program. That's what I thought he meant. No, I guess it's what? What? Pubic hair? That might not even stay on here. Yeah, see? Matching your hair, I guess. I mean, I'm being really serious, and she knew. I didn't know because I'm looking at the blanket and I'm looking at the rug. No, he timed someone out, and I was reading it. His name was right there, and after I said his name, it sounded like I was calling him out. He knew I wasn't pissed, but I didn't want to. I mean, he's a wonderful supporter. He's a great guy. He's in here a lot. He has been since like the beginning, 2.5 years ago, and I just hope I didn't hurt his feelings. I'm really, really sorry. Hi, Michael. Heels. I had blue pumps on, and I mean, they were high when I did my 4th of July dance thing. And I think what I'll do, in fact, is I privated a lot of my dance videos, like the real dance ones, about 4 of them. In my green, whatever, 2-piece, whatever skirt thing, I privated, and 4th of July. And I'm not into even though YouTube tells us to do members only, right? To watch certain things. Look, I'm not that great. I'm not that popular. I'm not going to make people pay $1.99 unless they want to become a member. And that'd be nice. Mary Jane Doe has stayed with me on that, and somebody bought me a whole bunch of members in the beginning about 4 months ago, and nobody renewed. Well, 9 people did. Then it was down to 7. And I'll be honest, I have 1 member. 1. And that's Mary Jane Doe. I mean, it is what it is, right? So it's only $1.99 now. I changed the price. YouTube told me I should do $3.99 and then $5.99 for the next tier up. Too much. So it's only $1.99. If you want to become a member, it'll help me get to my $100 threshold every month, and then I can get paid. And if I don't meet the 100, then people watching ads and maybe a super chat I might get, whether it's $5 or $1.99 or anything, all of that goes to the next following month. You have to have a $100 threshold by the 21st of each month. And in all honesty, I'm just sharing about monetization in YouTube. I'm not grifting right now. I'm simply saying, I looked yesterday, I'm up to $33 or $36, which isn't bad. I mean, it's not bad. I have like $60 more that I need to get somehow, some way by the 21st. And the first 2 months I was able to meet it, and after that it's been every other one kind of deal. But you know what? It's views and even subscribers is honestly, truthfully, more important to me than making money. I'm not on YouTube to make money. I'm not. My daughter said, oh, maybe you should get monetized. So I attempted the copy paste thing with my URL, which I was struggling with, and I did it. And they sent me my PIN number, and there's many steps, right? But I have found in the long run, it's worth it. I like to sing, and I don't really dare do karaoke because, like, I typed that in, is that TOS, Terms of Service, and it actually said uh, that's breaking terms of service because you've got the song. Do you know what I mean? So without the words. So there is more you can't really do. Twitch makes it where it's annoying to cancel. I tried to cancel my Facebook last year. I really did. I can't. I can't get out of it. I don't go over there. I don't sit there and, oh, I'm taking a shower in a half hour. Oh, I'm going to the store. Oh, my kids are going to a birthday party. Who cares? Like, people post everything. I've just never been into that. I've never been into all that selfie crap either. Well, thanks, Brandy. It's so nice to see you. Just stopping in to show some love. I was just about to ask if it's worth it. Yeah. I mean, I waited, right? Because I was learning my niche and trying different things and a little more flamboyant when I would dance in some of my other videos and all this. And, but it's like, I mean, you're allowed to copy news, but you want to talk about it in between. And so, I mean, I've done okay. I will have been on here for 3 years at the end of August. I think it's, to tell you the truth, like August, was it the 28th or the 29th? But anyway, yeah. And I mean, there's some crazy stuff on YouTube. And I don't know, like, if what I've seen, some of these things, I mean, we're talking people, dancing in bikinis, and I mean, I'm too old for that. I'm not going to do that. And honestly, like, ow, this is the first time I've had hip huggery shorts on way down here. These are my shorts that have the little stars. I kind of like my beach ones too that go up more on the side like this. I'll probably wear those next time. But I'm yeah. So is it worth it? Most definitely. And do ads, do commercials, do them. You might make $10, $15 or whatever per month, maybe 20 even, maybe 30 in just the ad revenue. Yeah, it's shocking. All right, this is Limo Ride. Dang. Pause. There we go. What? No. If I turn it off in the middle of it. This is my 60s pen. Oh, that's right. I was going to do this. For those of you who don't know, these are Zumba sticks and they're a pound each. How's the sound? Tell me how the sound is. Has it been glitching all this time? Please tell me, guys. I'm waiting to hear and know. Is it glitching with that little lamp on? I had a flashlight last time. I had shorts on under my, it's called a bubble top or whatever it's called. Help. I'm going to wait to find out. When I talk, is it glitching, but the music's good? Oh my God, that just bugs me. Crackling the whole damn time? Really bad? Crackle a little. Like last time, right? Like last time, or not quite as bad? Oh, God. Oh, shit. Sounds horrible. It's cutting out and cracking. Sorry. Shit. Okay, watch this. Watch this. It's going to be good now. Watch this. You guys tell me. It's fine, isn't it? No, I've rebooted and everything. I could reboot. I'll reboot and I'll show you, but I bet it's good now, isn't it? When it's pitch dark in here now. It wasn't like this the first 2 years. See? Yes, better. It's pretty dark. But it's better. Oh, it was called Limo Ride. It's so dark in here. Okay, this song is... No, this one's Monument. Oh my God. Phew. I'm taking the blanket down. Weird. The light goes in and out. Weird. upbeat. It's good cardio for me. No, I'm fine. This is motorbike. This is track tribe. Is this a swim? Wait. Is it this? Or what? No, not this. Let's see. Oh, it's this. Something. Oh. Come on. Everything else is just straight up. It's still. Oh, goodness. There we go. I think I like. This is New Morning. Yeah. This is Night Ride. Okay, these are my Zumba sticks. You can do this, and this, and this, and this, whatever you want to do. I don't want to pull a hip. Pull out my hip on me. Music. Thank you. Yeah. Preventative medicine, and I still had a heart attack and a stroke. You don't believe me? Look back at my lives. Last April 18th, I filmed it. I'm in the hospital and I'm petrified because I had no idea. It felt like someone took the corner of a brick. Pushing right here for 45 minutes. Finally, I called 911. 911. Ew! I don't know. That was kind of silly. No. This is cute. This is no indication. I wish I had light. If I turn it on though, watch. See? Hi, you guys. Man, you're silly. No, my real hair, not a wig. I'm going to be 64 in June. I've had 2 kids. I don't have all the stretch marks, which, you know, is blessed not having. I know, isn't it funny? It's okay, I'm getting used to it. It's crackling really damn bad. my shorts on. I'll be right back. I'm going to put different shorts on. You do need to be listening to this stuff. A little hashish. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Enough of that. I'm gonna type in Anno Domini Beats Rage? Oh, there's a new one called Rage. I've got a babysitter? When was this added? Happy by Reed. Hip hop, dark. Look out, she's America. Hip hop. Let's see what this one's like. I just want my body to beat. You know? I'm so stiff I can't even kick my left leg out. The heck's this? No. This one's called 12 grams. Okay, I don't know what they're talking about. Aw, thank you, Mark. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. This part's pretty, right? But then it goes, whoosh. Stop. Here we go. Alright, I gotta change it. I cannot. This is a revelation. This is Jeremy Black. I'll pretend I'm doing ballet. Team Rose, sub up to her. She can do her feet. She knows how to probably pirouette. Oh, God. I'll see if I can do the tree pose again. Oof. So you told me to lose your balance. Why, I'm not really sure. I'm stronger on my right side, I know that. Oh, God. Let me see all the messages, you guys. I know I've got mods in here. It's mostly if they bother you to hit the 3 dots. Hi, creatively inspired. I'm trying to do the tree pose. Someday I won't be able to. I won't. See, like, standing on my left leg is hard. Right is okay. Shoot. 3. This is called a rising wave. I'm getting my cardio in. Yeah. Yeah. This is Anno Domini Beats. Thank you for that super chat to that nice gentleman. That's very, very sweet. This is a Bixie. Bixie? Did everyone see what I just did too? I don't know. Oh no. Thank you. Hit the mic, you guys. If I could get 100, you know how cool that would be? Gets me in the algorithms more. And hit the hype for me. That's a new thing. Last, 3 months? Airborne people. I missed my belly button when it was like that. See? Now, it goes down a little. So that's what happens. I mean, I could do all the sit-ups I want. This is called archetype. This is not the 80s anymore, Granny. No, this is 90s. See, women, I'm just going to say it, I'm kind of jealous. The men are nice. People that know me know what I've been through in my life. I used to have red, long, wavy hair, and I've been through a lot of cyberbullying, like a lot of us go through. What do we have to lose? You couldn't pay me money to go on OnlyFans. I'm not gonna freaking disappear. You know what I mean? I've been told I should do that. Oh, no. Like keeping Tom outside my damn window. What's wrong with my face? What's wrong with it? What? That's me. There's wrinkles. Does it look like I have some huge filter on? No. I'm used to it. I'm used to being bullied. My name used to be Paper Cut Tina because I was a hostess for 3 months on Dolly Vision 2 years ago. I've been called Paper Clit, clit, Tina. Paper cunt, Tina. Now I'm being called paper airplane because I flew to Virginia on a plane. But I don't care. Thank you, William. I know, isn't that funny? Paper airplane. Oh, what is this? This one's called Arms Dealer. Sorry, missus. That's okay. You do have to have tough skin, and I did not in the beginning. Now I don't give a flying F. I should. I don't, though. You know why? Because I'm older and I'm wiser. And I'm sober since 2011. And I've never done this kind of thing. Never done needles. Never. Never even tried acid. I was too chicken shit. In the 80s, did I smoke pot? A lot. My early 20s. I felt like I needed to fit in with my boyfriend Eric, and I didn't like it. It made me feel tired all the time. Was I the one standing at the keg, filling up my cup? 5 damn minutes? Yeah. Was I the one passing the hat around at parties so we could get another keg and put it in the bathtub? Yeah. Me. Would I walk to the gas station at 11 at night to get another bottle of wine, even if I just sipped on that through the day? Yeah. Did I take risks? Did I hitchhike from Burlington, Vermont to Montreal in my 20s to see the Chippendale dancers? Got in cars with absolutely anybody because I was with 3 other girls. We all could have been killed or disappeared. And then we had no way to get back. Now that's when the border wasn't as locked down. They didn't even ask us for our IDs. Like, I'm not kidding. We got in. And then we stood with a pantyhose cardboard thing that said BT on it at the border in Canada, getting a ride back. No women picked us up, all men. About 4 different rides to go 2 hours. Have I ever been to a rage party, you know, with all those lights and you gotta protect your drink and no, never. That was in the 90s. I became a mom when I was 33. And I was a good mom. I quit totally drinking when I found out I was pregnant. And when I got pregnant, I believe, well, I know that I had drank the night before, about 5 Long Island iced teas. Big ass drinks. Plus a couple of beers, of course, right? So, as my hangovers got worse, and I had acute alcohol poisoning a few times, had to go to the emergency room. I trembled so bad I couldn't even open the bathroom door to use it or write my name to leave. So I was done. And I have not touched it since. I don't want to lose my AA birthday date. I'm very proud to know that I'll have 15 years this September. Many people are sober 10, and they say, fuck it, I deserve a drink. That's dangerous thinking, you know? I like this. It says Anno Domini Beats. Is Mark here? Is Mark Terry in here? He said hi the other day if it is him. Hi, Mila. Thank you. In all honesty, I've never worn it before. Ever. I got it at a thrift hand store called a Habitat for Humanity, where stuff is really cheap, like Goodwill. Last summer. Never worn it. Just tried it on today. Breasts aren't quite as perky as they used to be, but I never bought formula. I nursed till they were like done till they were 2. No, wait, then I had formula when they were both 2. And it's freaking glitchy, isn't it? Why not drunk? I quit drinking. I could have died. I had on shorts to about here, and I had sandals with just a little bit of a wedge. And I was told by a girlfriend that I almost fell into the skateboard bowl, the big ass skateboard bowl up the hill, because I was drinking at the skate park. You know why? Because when I went to pick up my daughter this time, which was, I didn't drink every day, but I did this day because I was having a pity party. And I had my cup with the lid, and I was sipping and feeling friendly and more talkative. And then I had my daughter wanted to go hang out with Emily. The mother said, yeah, I'll watch her. I promised I'd be home at 7. And I was literally, my girlfriend walked up to me, took the beer out of my hand and went, shh, right in front of my face. And guess what? I don't remember it. She said I was teetering like this, right near the edge. I could have cracked my head open. I mean, you know. And then I'll be honest. I was in such a bad blackout at 48. CPS got involved. There you go. And I lost my daughter and my 15-year-old son. She was 7 then. He was 14. No, wait. He's 8 years older. For 3 months, and I fought to get him back. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But you guys, I didn't fuck around. I had outpatient therapy I had to go to. It's a year. They let me do 10 months. I had to go to 8 AA meetings a week. Guess how many I went to? Try about 37. Yeah. I didn't miss a day. I did everything my sponsor told me I should do. Go to dinners, you know, listen to other people speak. I didn't really want to. There were a couple of times I was so pissed off at CPS. I was screaming, going, I fucking hate CPS! I was freaking out. But guess what? I got her back. But guess what? I had to prove that I had a bond with my daughter. Yet I had all this stuff on a calendar. We went here. We went here. There was a basket on the back of my bike here. We went to a children's museum. Right? No. They don't believe anything. Yeah. Oh, and then I had to pee in a cup, right? I don't know how they do it now, but they surprise you with a different color every week, and it comes up on your phone, and then you got a call, right? And then I had to pedal my bike up these damn hills and piss in a cup. And if you didn't get enough urine in the cup, guess what? That's positive. One time, I couldn't pee enough in the cup. I was bawling I was sobbing. My social worker lady came and said, it's okay, you'll be okay. You're allowed 3 of them or something. I mean, it was scary shit, you know? I had to sign my daughter over to the state of fucking Washington. Yeah. I had a lawyer. She had a guardian ad litem. The father of Shaylin lived in Colorado and was on the phone with his lawyer trying to take my daughter. Yeah, it's his daughter too, but guess what? He left us. He fucking left us when she was 5. So in other words, it was me and my cats. My mom was in Iowa. My dad was in Iowa. My sister was in Missouri. I had no relatives here. I journaled, went to meetings, went to outpatient therapy, spoke when I had a year. I was petrified. My tremors weren't quite as bad as they are now. I used to be on propofol for my tremors. It was making my heart race after about 2.5 years. So now, my head isn't too bad, but my hands are my hands. If I extend, they're worse. And then they're pretty bad. So that, guess what that's caused from, folks? Guess what that's caused from? I asked my neurologist, if you get tremors when you're older, STRESS. Yep. 10% chance I can get Parkinson's, and I'll go with it. That's what he told me. I had to suffer to quit drinking. I had to suffer. Yep. Okay, well. This is what we listen to near Seattle. I'm 2 hours from Seattle. We don't listen to hokey pokey stuff. We listen to what I call translucent techno vibes. Oh my god. I just made up that word translucent with techno. Oh god, come on. This better be good. any beats. Phew. Holy crap, I'm hot. No, I quit in 2011. That's why I'm so sure of myself. I don't drink anymore. I don't wake up with emotional kind of, oh, what did I do? Who did I talk to? But drinking started for me when I was 16 because the drinking age was 18 in Vermont in the 80s. 18. So they gave us a head start on becoming an alcoholic. Boom! Yeah. This one's called Chosen. Oh, Lord. I'm about 5'10" now. Can you even see these? These are my 4th of July blue shoes. Someone keeps telling me, you that kept telling me to put high heels on, why don't you tip me, for God's sakes? Give me a little super chat at $1.99. Don't I deserve it? good, but I can't do it with these heels on. I can't. I'll probably break an ankle. I better close this so I might get weirdness. Trying to be like Kate Jackson. Remember when she held up? This is my GUN. Should be up here. So. That's a first. What in the retired English teacher is this? That's funny. Oh, Exodus. I didn't even know what that was until all this true crime ketamine stuff.
Yeah, I'm so fresh like the morning. Mouth wide open like they yawning. Every time they see me, they in G-Crack. Homie, this is for homie up into a lie. You can see me like a Illuminati. You can see me like a Illuminati. But I'm shining so bright, so bright. Don't come and try to share some in this light now. Give me a beat and I control it like a maestro. They be on a mission, they be trying to get me wiped up. Shawty, wait a minute, can't tell if I like you. Gotta make sure you know how to shake it like a bartender. Team with me and they all winners. Then you know we all winner. All summer jewelry around my neck is lightning, but I'm all thunder. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it. Yeah. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it. Bring a friend and come along. We taking too long. The vibe's too strong. We don't know how to move, then we moving on. Ain't no way rhythmic feet up in this place. If you can't catch the feeling, then get out the way. I've been reeling and fish from the lake. They keep saying I'm down to earth, but I'm really out of space. All these women aliens, performing so exotic. I've been never sex pairs, and I gotta push it like ice pouring above. It's overflowing on us. Drop it, they pick it up. I think I'm falling in love. Shawty, this isn't what you probably thinking it was. Survive. Out cooling it for the weekend and stuff. You gon' find out once you come on and bring me that Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it, yeah. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it.
Holy shit. I like those fast ones. That was called Coming With It. I like this one. This is called Contrast. Okay, this next one's called Chosen. I got the fan on low. I have to. No, heck no. Never done that. I did a teeny bit of cocaine in the chicken bone when I was 18 or 19. But that was forever ago. Never done, you know what. Oh, God. Oh, God, you guys. I purposely didn't have any dinner because I knew if I did, I wouldn't be able to move for you guys and hang out. I haven't been on in a few days. trim with little ties, bikini, belly, whole thing. We have a swimming pool here, outdoors, and I felt, oh really? I felt like I could go to the pool and stuff, but you know what I mean? I've gotten to know management, and some of them have had kids, and I don't want people to think that I think I'm the cat's meow or something at the damn pool. You know what I mean? And my kids are older now. They got free lessons down there. Why? I don't have it anymore. I'm being honest, I don't. What do they do with it? I don't have it, or I would show you. I have a two-piece with a skirt. I'll show you what I wore to Virginia. Not on the plane, but on the beach. This is the top. Three colors, huh? Orange and dark blue. You gotta dig it. Look at that. And of course, I tied it up so my whole middle was, you know. This is the skirt. See those little bear strap things on the side? On one side. Oh God, you guys. How long have I been live? 44 or in the bushes or wherever they are. Oh God, don't be so silly. You guys are silly. You're gonna be old someday. You know what? If you're lucky enough. You're lucky enough to make it. Make it that long.
She just wanna bounce to it, baby. Get your giddy on. Come to the stage with a drink like I'm giddy on. I never came here to sing when I'm really young. Even dividends, I'm trying to boost your career and all. You gotta binge, you ain't coming with the ceiling gone. If you wanna get it gone, give me the experience. With me, a believer, like a feature at the cinema. Then we gotta keep it up the secret like the Pentagon. All these people times, people asking me what we've been on.
My ring got caught in my top.
Watch it glow, watch it go. Through the fire like the Shaka song. Or was it yeah? Either way, she gon' play the PlayStation. I play the Xbox, good gracious. I'm so grateful that let me say thank you, yeah. I swear she drives me crazy, then my brain is gone. Man, I just can't shake it.
I can't believe I used to be tan.
When I get this faded, your body, I just can't shake it.
I mean, I did the tanning bed naked. My butt was brown. Not anymore. See? See?
Yeah, like it's the Darion. She just wanna bounce to it, baby.
It's whiter than up here.
Come to the stage with a drink like I'm giving young. I never came here to sing when I'm really young. Giving dividends, I'm trying to boost your career and all. You gotta binge. You ain't got one with the ceiling gone. If you wanna get it gone, give me the experience. With me, a believer like a feature at the cinema. Then we gotta keep it up the secret like the Pentagon. All these people times, people asking me what we've been on. You know that it's bond. They just wishing they could watch it glow, watch it go. Through the fire like the Shaka song. Ay, through the fire like the Shaka song. Ay, through the fire like I'm taking off. Like a rocket, I got wishes in my pocket. I can grant a couple things, girl. I really got no problem, cause you're I swear she drives me crazy. Then my brain is gone. Man, I just can't shake it.
Thank you, Pepper.
When I get this faded, your body, I just can't shake it. I just want you to cry on me all night long. Like it's delirium. Ay, ay, like it's delirium. Ay, like it's delirium. Ay, like it's delirium. Like it's delirium. Ay, like it's delirium. young. Definitely we young. Like it's still we young.
This is all Anno Domini Beats. 46 watching me now. Must be late and you guys must be bored. No, you couldn't pay me money to do OnlyFans. It's freaking dangerous. I mean, this is more than people wear at the beach. Especially down in Florida. Think about it. I've never worn a bikini with a thing at my butt. Or whatever it's called. Your whole butt cheeks are out. Never. I didn't even know they existed when I was a teen in Vermont. When I used to go to Lake Champlain, Mary Jane goes from New York is right. New York is right across. And one day I fell asleep in the sun. Guess what happened? I could barely open my eyes. I burned my eyelids so bad, they were like this and crusty. And I had to walk 3 miles home, sunburned. Yeah. Because I went there by myself. Remember that band of Soleil? Makes you all greasy. Remember that, you guys? In the 80s? Band of Soleil. Band of Soleil. Band of Soleil. See, I got a little color here. Look at compared to my belly. The color. Pure white. And that's a pocket, by the way. Pockets, so you guys don't get it twisted. Wait, where is it? One pocket. Another pocket. I like these little songs. This one's called Faint. Cheerleader. I don't know if I did just remember all the moves. You guys like the 2 different colors? Lime greenish yellow and light pink. I missed? Whoops. Oh my God. Find your way. Oh God. My hair is going to be really cute when it's in 2 or 3 months, when it's, you know what I mean? Like I can pull more down and stuff. Oh, thanks. Well, this is a Bixie. And people are like, is she going to cut her hair more and more as she rages? I'm not mad. People can pick on me. It's been happening for 2.5 years. All I did on that other channel, and I'm not saying her name, I haven't said it yet. All I did was defend myself and stated why I don't feel the trust there anymore. And she threatened. And she didn't even threaten. She said, I'm gonna have to play the messages public. So I beat her to it. And people want to write in comments, because I saw a couple. Gee, sorry I have to defend myself again. I mean, I even said, I will say this. I said on my live, if you watch it back, you guys, between her and I, and you guys can just fall over. I said, I don't want to be another PJ. Maybe she took offense to that. I was like, darn it, I can't do that to her too. Thank you, Sire Vansa. Thank you, Skerber. Thank you. That almost makes me want to cry, because I'm just me and I'm real. But when I'm being even slightly double-crossed at this point, no. Yeah. Oh, my trick was so real. I'm not even talking about the turtle stuff. I'm talking about a person with the name Queen. No, it's not Queen Bee. A person with the name Clark in it. She hates my guts now. She took every low blow dig she could think of. Really. She said because I got $100 for a vacuum from Dolly Vision for my birthday. I didn't even have PayPal set up. Him and Mab were up on the panel, and it took me 45 minutes. They didn't even know where I was. I didn't even know how to set it up. And yeah, I needed a vacuum. He gave me $100. He had to lie to PJ, tell her it was 50, and she was pissed about that. But anyway, and then he said pizza, and she had the fucking audacity. And frankly, I'll never forgive her for this. I like her son. Zion is a sweet young man that's going to go far in his life. But anyway, she had the nerve to say, oh, 20 for a pizza or 25, and then 100, like I'm a prostitute. And by taking that trip and meeting and even being with Dolly Vision, it's like he paid me $150 first, right? So I'd spread my legs. How fucking sick is that? That's sick. You're a sick girl. I don't call people like that I've been talking to and trusting for 2 damn years on the internet. That's certainly not a friend. All because she didn't like the fact that I said I'm losing my trust, and I went cold. You know, it's pathetic. See what else? She said that. She said the word prostitute. Yeah. And she was talking about me. Don't get it twisted. The other thing she said was that he must have liked her blackberry or her dark juice compared to Caucasian. She pulled the race card 3 fucking times. Okay? I'm gonna say it on here live. I ain't a racist. She is. She said that, oh, if Jimmy took a shower after being with you, you must have a pH balance problem. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay? Us women, make sure we don't stink down there. Ever. And I fucking guarantee you that I didn't even have to douche. And I was just fine. And I'll say it again. He took a shower because he had to head home before you know who got off work, who at that time didn't live with him. So that was rude. That was fucking rude. Like beyond rude. And you know what though? What I'm happy about is Juju and God dang it, Diamonds went up on her panel, and she thought they'd be all friendly and just keep dissing me, right? They would join her and diss me. No. They stuck up for themselves. I wouldn't even say they turned on her. They had to defend themselves. And she got all off track. And gee, guess what? All weekend when she thought she could do the tit for tat, which she said she doesn't want to do, she couldn't. Not with me. Because guess what? A dog, which I'm not, or a cat, if you pull my tail every time, I don't bite and I don't scratch. But one time I did. I didn't give you what you wanted. Okay? I didn't give you what you wanted. But ooh, you'll have some content now. Maybe you'll even try to steal my subscribers. I don't care. I know I didn't take a bunch of low blows. I'm simply letting people know the low blows you took of me. Oh, let's not forget when you said that my skin's dry. Okay, my skin's dry. Let me tell you something. No, it's not. It's got a couple little freckles and it's extremely soft. I have good skin. I've never had an acne problem or anything. I have good skin. So, Maria G wrote in her comments after my live and said, sounds like someone's a tad jealous. Okay, nobody has to be jealous of me. That's just dumb. Do you boo. But I'm not afraid of you. Your archangels and demons won't come after me because my heart is good. Okay? I don't go, oh God, I gotta do part 2. And then I gotta name it. What is it? I can be down, but you can't keep me down. Whatever the fuck. Okay? I haven't been down all weekend. The icing on the fucking cake was when you were put in your place. Period. And guess what? I'm going to say this. And after this song, I'm going to end my live so you can stew on this. I hope she hears this. I even talked to my daughter about this when I was walking to the store. I said, do you know that, let me turn it down a little. I said, you know that people on Matthew Cillier F's channel think that this is a jealous thing. Or no, they think it's a, for lack of a better word, lesbian thing. No. I explained to my daughter that people aren't looking outside of the box. The reason she was called fat one day and the next day called anorexic is because fat is too mean. So she went up in complete opposite and called Juju anorexic. They're both disgusting. People have real eating disorders. And guess what else? This is the bottom line. Want to know why she's attacking you, Juju? I know you don't necessarily like me or trust me or appreciate me, but this is why. You are up there on panel with him. Matthew's silly AF. She isn't. And now she doesn't even feel welcome in chat. I used to feel kind of sorry for her because she would try to find communities to go to and get kicked out of. Apparently, Savages once. She said this herself on her live. Queen Bees for a little while, but she keeps trying to go back. Definitely Dolly Visions. I wasn't kicked out. I talked to him for months and months and months and months. 2 weeks after I got back, he wanted me. He said, "When can you come back?" There you go. Did he ever ask you that? Did he ever say, "Gee, when can you come back?" No, he probably just said, "I'll hit you up again," or didn't say anything. So if my pH balance was bad, why didn't he want me to come back? Okay. Dolly gotta eat, doesn't he? Dolly gotta eat. He likes to eat. Wink, wink. Which I don't know how to do. But you know what? I had a good time and I don't regret it and I don't feel bad, you guys, because she was only with him for 2 measly months, or at that point, and I didn't know. I called him up on the phone and I said, "Are you dating PJ?" And I've said this on my past videos. He said, on and off. And while I got a girlfriend, Tina, there you go. So if he ever types anywhere or in a post, or like Clark said, he denounced you, or somebody in her comments, maybe she didn't. It's a lie. I did meet him. Picked me up at the damn airport. And when he hugged me, he had his hand on my ass. There you go. I was in blue jeans. And like I said, it really was one of the best summers I've ever had. Will it happen again? I doubt it, especially me telling my truth. 2.5 years later. Okay? I didn't send dick pics to PJ in her email like a certain Clark did. Okay? I don't even email people, much less PJ. And I'm bringing this up because, oh, Paper Katina, why haven't you gotten a cease and desist? You've been just as bad. No. I also didn't send my STD papers proving I don't have anything. That's why you're called a stalker. And that's why you're obsessed. Because you go dirty, real dirty. I'm not going to say low, because you'd be proud of that. And somebody, unless you've deleted it by now, your last live, you did it, not the last one, but the part 2, they agreed with me. But your anger went from like 1 to I don't know what, petty AF, angry, some other words I'm not going to say on here. I don't hate you, girl, okay? You've got sassy in your life, and we were real, okay? You said I was the only one that freaking cared that your son had his encephalitis in the hospital, and I was there for you. Don't forget that. And by the way, when I had a measly $40 left, and you were saying, if you were hinting, maybe I can get a little money and fix my car. Who was it that sent you fucking 20? Half of my money. Okay? And I can say this now because she and I are done. I want the world to know that I care. Okay? I hope she finds happiness someday. But if she thinks that everybody likes and loves her humor, which are sometimes insults and digs and facetiousness and sarcasticness, which she wants to call jokes, no, it's actually a form of abuse. Look it up. Look it up. It's a form of abuse. It's called psychological abuse. And I should know because I went to new beginnings classes for domestic violence for 9 months, and I got certificates, and I learned about boundaries and the control wheel. You know, it's sad. Zion does have a good mother. When he leaves you, when he's 18 or 20 or 21, you think you're lonely now? Holy shit. You even insinuated the tiniest quick, like you like to do, that I'm not a good mother. I've been to all of my son's psychiatric appointments. I'm the one that makes the phone calls for him because he's too afraid to call. I'm the one that when he can't step into the bathtub without turning his feet a certain direction, stand there. I don't yell. I don't cry. This was 2 years ago, and I say, just do it. Just do it. And I show him how to do it with my bare feet, how to get in the bathtub. That's obsessive compulsive disorder. When it gets to the fucking point where you can't even play a PlayStation game. Your son doesn't have this, Clark. Okay? Your son can kick back and play games and just be okay. No. My son thinks something horrific is going to happen if his feet aren't placed a certain way before he steps in the bathtub, or if he unplugs the fan, or if he plugs in his Xbox. Today, on our way back from the walk, he was by me and then behind me a little, and I turned around. He had stepped up on the curb in the parking lot and went back down and did it again. And you know what I said? I was calm, everything. I said, Parker, please don't give yourself another compulsion to deal with. You know, please don't. I said, the other times we walked around here, you didn't do that. I said, why are you doing that? I don't know. I have anxiety. You know, there was a time when I thought he was just really wanting attention. When he would sit at the table and put his plate in his lap and turn his body because my daughter was using ketchup. Okay? Or barbecue sauce. Or ate something creamy like potato salad. Okay? I saw a woman in her 20s. She couldn't pick the piece of chicken off the plate, and her mom and dad and brother and sister were there, and she was begging them, and they wouldn't do it for her. She didn't eat. She didn't have any chicken. I saw a lady who couldn't get her own apple out of the fridge. OCD is a disease of doubt. You doubt everything. And it's worse than anxiety. It's worse than just having autism. It's worse than ADHD by far, or even freaking bipolar. It consumes your brain, and I mean, he's on medication, you guys, but he went off his Zoloft, and now he's on Celexa, and it's taken a while to build up in his system. So people want to fuck around and think they're going to hurt me? No, I'm hurt internally because I don't know what kind of future my son is going to have. Will he be taken advantage by someone? I hope not. And by the way, he's 30. He's not 10 or 25. He's 30. Okay. So that's my story. Why do you guys think I had a stress-induced heart attack last April? I take care of my son. His father has issues. And you guys also don't know this. He has sent me 2 fake, the kind you can get off the internet. The words are so blurry on my little flip phone, I can't even read it. But they weren't cease and desist. One was an anti-harassment, because I've talked about my life with him in the past, and he's all heard about it. Okay, well, I stopped when we talked on the phone, but he gets drunk. It's another reason I changed my channel name. So at 3 a.m, I don't see it then. I turn my phone off. He's blocked. And I see a notification and a fucking thing. And I literally couldn't even pull it up close enough, but I saw the words blended in with each other. Harassment. I saw the town he lives in, the judge's name over here, a paragraph this long. I couldn't even read it. It was weird. The first one kind of scared me. The second one, listen to this, was a fucking traffic violation. This is why I know they're fake, okay? Because I don't drive. He knows this. Like, what in the fuck? Okay, what in the fuck? So now I'm dealing with this. And when my son's had enough of his, and he's 6 hours away, you know what my ex does? He gets a welfare check done. Gee, this is the first time it hasn't happened since October, when he stopped talking to him. October. Okay? That's how bad it got. Things he was saying when he was drunk to his own fucking son. Not fucking son, his own son. So I'm here to say that she can try to get some clout off me, Clark. She can try to take my subs. People that are loyal and know me, know my heart. All right. So yeah, I'm doing my thing that I had to plug in my iPad. So in other words, you guys, I'm getting weird shit on my little flip phone. I'm back. Do you see me now? Okay. I'm getting weird shit on the phone. Now, I've been through stuff with Team Rose, as a lot of people know. We're good. We're friends. We have been for months. She probably wishes, Clark, that I wasn't friends with her, and she brought that up. She really yelled at you. How come this and that? Look. It's like knowing how close he is to PJ, and years have gone by. Just because I live in the same state, I wouldn't hop in my car and drive 4 hours to suck someone's dick like his, or be with someone knowing. Okay? Me, I already fell for him. And he knew it, and he wasn't forthright with me. And then I asked him, and he said yes, and I was like, well, because she, I'm going to say it again, told me on the messenger phone, she knew how much I liked him, to the point where I even said Virginia Beach is a beautiful place, and she said, go for it. So I did. And when she saw the flirting and everything, she didn't like it. So she put a stop. He did it to me going over there. And that's all there is to it. It was never kicked off any fucking anything. And as far as the panel goes, I was never going to go back up there. Maybe as a guest if I was invited. But No, not as any kind of co-host or anything, you know? So I have a son with some real issues who was diagnosed also with PDD. Look it up, pervasive developmental disorder. That means every year that goes by, he will regress. It's the way it goes. My ex is sending me weird things, basically saying, you guys, I will go to jail, maybe even prison. I haven't mentioned his name, and I'm not mentioning it now. I said ex. That could be Shaylin's dad, that could be him, couldn't it? So don't hold this against me, ex. Okay, not counting the heart attack I had a year ago, the stroke in 2020, my thalamus, my sister dying this past January from her uterine cancer, my mom dying from her stomach cancer and putting herself on hospice. Not counting is just me. Don't get it twisted, Clark. Okay, you have a mom that's still alive, probably across town or in another little town nearby. Okay, mine's gone. Okay, lots of people don't have their parents right now. So, and if you think it's easy for a sister to grow up seeing her brother go from a skateboarder and fit and a drummer and all fit, muscles, but fit, small waist, super good looking, chiseled features, blue eyes, to anxiety, depression, this medication, that one, this one, that one. When he visited his dad didn't make him take it. When he was with me, I made him take it. He wanted to take it. He hasn't been on citalopram since he was a teenager. The Zoloft isn't working. That's what he said. I'm the one that's been there with no car, taking buses with him, whatever I had to do. So my son could possibly have a productive life. But now this OCD, it's controlling his mind and his brain. That's why I needed AA, because even today I have to learn. It really is one day at a time, you guys. I don't think, where will he be in 5 years, or even me? Because I was healthy and pretty damn fit. I just had some high cholesterol, but I wasn't on a barbiturate. My mom is a nurse, was a nurse. Statins, wasn't. I sure as heck am now. So this is my exercise. This is my cardio. Do I do it for clicks and views? Of course I do. Of course I do. Right? What, I'm going to sit up here and lie? But do I do it also to say hi to people I've known since Turtle Island. I was on Turtle Island once. I made it 3 whole weeks without getting kicked off, voted off. I guess I'll just say this, because I'm not going to bring them up again, because I'm not obsessed like a certain person out there is. I don't hate the man. She wants me to. She wants me to stay on the bandwagon and diss both of them. No. Honestly, if they're happy together, they're meant for each other then. You know what I mean? He did a lot for me, you guys. And he actually brought laughter and some happiness, just like Team Rose went through. That's another thing we have in common. We're both kind of feeling, not depressed, but I was My daughter's dad barely smiled, and he found fault with me with everything. Everything. Oh, the jeans aren't going to fit her next year. So I'll buy her another pair. Why don't you buy her a size bigger? For a 7-year-old little girl. Come on. Or 10 or whatever she was. I couldn't slice the cheese right. I couldn't, she was crying in the back seat because the sun was in her eyes. And I undid my belt and I turned around to pull the visor thing down. He purposely slammed on the brakes, but first he turned to get off the highway onto another little road. He slammed on those brakes so hard I could have gone through the windshield. But you know what I did? Ended up happening? I was turned around, I fell in my seat, then I bounced on the damn stick shift. Yes, I did, and I was in his lap. You tell me that isn't going, whatever he was going, 40 miles an hour, slams on the brakes. I screamed, I was crying. I got her out of the car. We got out. Somebody called the cops. A lady cop came and drove us home. Okay, I've been through a lot. That's so silly. This isn't a wig. I'm a woman. I know you think I'm probably a man because for my age too, I have pretty good skin. I don't have a ton of wrinkles. I have some, see? But no. Ooh. And this is the thing. The very first time somebody said, "No, that's a man" or whatever, I wasn't like offended even, but I was like, "What? This is weird." But this is the thing. This is my body at age 63. Okay, it's not that bad. I don't have stretch marks. I don't anywhere, not even down. And this is me. And I'm happy with me now, you guys, because I don't drink anymore and I don't have to mask my feelings. I haven't for 14 years to those that are just coming in. So I'm going to apologize to Dolly Vision for all the harsh words I've said, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I got sucked into, tell your story on White Boy. You know, I hope he hears this. He probably won't, care less. But I said no. White Boy emailed me and I said, I'm not comfortable doing that. And then it was a Barbara someone, not Thompson, or not Smith. And they said, because Clark wanted to get it twisted, said, your name's, you're being talked about over on White Boy. I'm like, what? So I go over there. It wasn't anything bad, but they were like, people in chat were going, you need to talk to PCT, you need to, right? And then and it had already been going on for, was it an hour and a half? So I didn't go up and interrupt anything. And he invited me up and I told some of my truth and my reality. Frankly, I wish I didn't. It is what it is. Yeah. But I didn't blurt it out. I didn't go sit and write that he has a hammer and a big dick in everybody's fucking comments I could jump into like a certain person out there did. Good God. I didn't. I won't. And I haven't. So when people are sick and tired of being sick and tired of the bullshit or whatever they see in others that can become toxic, I'm at the age now where I don't have to explain everything. You get to a certain age. Was I there when I was 40? even 50? No. I felt like I had to say everything. No, you don't. If someone calls me, I don't have to answer my fucking phone. If someone knocks at the door, I don't have to open my door. I don't. Even if it's someone that just wants to say hi. No. So, expect part 3 on Clark's for saying my truth and some of my feelings, how she tried to drag me, because yes, that's what it was. She'll be all glad about this. You know why? Because I guess apparently she noticed at that point I had 1,000 views. Now I have like 1,200 or something in the last 2 days, and she had like 580 or whatever, half the amount. But now, right? Because I stuck up for myself. No, I'm not a cat whose tail got pulled or whatever, and I'm fighting. No, I'm not. I just felt like I needed to say something, and plenty. Because she's trying to make me look like I'm fucking lying about everything in my life. Even the fact she doesn't even 100% believe that I smoked pot in my 20s. She literally said that on her live. Yeah, but I doubt she did. Are you kidding? Eric Bresnick was an absolute pothead. He came over to my house, met my mother stoned out of his gourd, and when we left, we went and smoked pot. He was always stoned. He was a bass player in a band. Can't remember the name of it. You'd think I could. I sang one time when the singer wasn't there, and that's it. I sang Born to be Wild. I didn't know the words. I had to read them off paper at this house. But I did it, and I was good. And I could do see if I can do it. Born to be wild. I could do and my voice was young. And I could hit high notes, and it was really fun, and I loved it. So maybe you guys, I'm trying to recapture a little of my youth, or something. I don't know. But it's good to be back. It's been a few days. I've been hella busy, and yeah, I'm not going to do the tit for tat because, frankly, I'm not beefing. But what I am doing is sticking up for myself because that's what normal people do, especially when they've been blamed for every little thing and problem and hypercritical. There's your boyfriend or whatever being critical. Try hypercritical. You can't slice the cheese at an angle. It has to be straight down, or you get yelled at. Yeah. If there's this much ranch dressing, right, and he's having a salad and he doesn't have enough, you get yelled at. That's hypercritical. And then some. And then, of course, he tried to be funny. When I was 8 months pregnant with my daughter, our daughter, his and my daughter, I was outside the door, and he flicked open his blade really quick, and I had a sweatshirt on, and he sliced it. He thought that was funny. Somebody was coming down the hall. They called the police. I covered for him. I said he wasn't trying to hurt me. He was just being funny. He's had grand mal seizures in his life, which he has, and I covered for him. But there's been other times when things have been pretty bad. Don't ever, when a man is trying to leave, don't open the car door and put your foot in it, right? Next to his seat or whatever, like you're not going anywhere, like I stupidly did in my young 40s. They might just step on the gas and back up and just suck you under the car. On my mother's grave and my sister's in the Midwest, that happened to me. I had my foot in the door. He said on he said, I'm going to back up. I'm going to back up. And I said, no, you're not. And I put in the door like this, and I'm leaning, and he floored it. And I got sucked in, and I remember, not up to here. He probably heard me scream and realized he could have run me over. I got sucked. Here's the car. Here's the door. And I was in this way, to my waist. And then I was crying and really damn scared. And other people in the parking lot, because he wasn't living with me at that time, he had his own place, called the police. And he got arrested. So, I haven't thought of that in so long. You know, and there's other things. Times he cheated on me, and this girl, her name was, it's that French name, not Celeste, not Courtney, Corinne. Corinne had on his baggy camouflage pants and was standing at a window while I had little Shaylin in a stroller going, who's that? Okay, we didn't talk the baby mama talk. No, I was his girlfriend, I thought. No. So I've been through stuff. I've been betrayed. You know, I've been through stuff. I trusted a man who was getting a divorce, so he told me he was involved. And I was 34. He was 7 years younger than me. Anyway, his wife was very pregnant. And like an idiot, I trusted and believed and so badly wanted things to work with him and I. His name was, I want to say Nate, but now I can't remember. Jesus. And, but I remember his last name, but I'm not going to say it here. And I moved all the way to close to Mill Creek, near Seattle. And one day, I was only there for 2 weeks. I mean, this is how serious it was. No, he wasn't married to her, but she was pregnant. They were going to get married. And he took the phone this one day and hid what he was saying from me behind these 2 doors. He knew. He knew it was over. It had to be. You know? And so he went to work the next day. And so we didn't have to say goodbye to each other, and he wouldn't maybe convince me to stay, or I'm bawling and all this. I called a friend. In fact, my friend Teresa, who I've known since 1991, from this town, who used to date my ex, my son's dad, when I was in Vermont. And we became best friends, and we still are. She's a few years older than me. They drove to Mill Creek and picked me up with all my stuff. Never said goodbye, didn't leave some damn note. Okay? So I've been hurt. I've been betrayed. I've been told lies. I've taken risks in life. I've moved a lot. I've ridden the Greyhound bus by myself from Seattle to Rhode Island, another time from Seattle to Florida. I've flown to Okinawa, Japan. My ex was in the Air Force, and that was a doozy of a place to be, and went through some incredible stuff, which I'm not going to talk about here, which I've talked about in the past. And that's what he's mostly upset about, is the hard times he and I had in Okinawa when he was in the Air Force. So if people think that just because she does another live, or her sidekicks, or her friends, or whatever, because we both have the same mod, Mary Jane, and thank God she's impartial and doesn't take sides. If you think anything she says in a video is going to strike me down or keep me from coming back, or give me karma, or scare me, anything. Because I'm here to say, when she brought up her her ancestors watching over her, and you better not mess around with them. And it was getting loud and intense and threatening like. It wasn't just, oh, I have archangel, ancestral, not archangel, I have ancestral angels watching over me, and, I'll be fine. No, no, no. That's not what it was. So, seeing her true colors, I did the right thing. Because I'm not going to be a PJ. I'm not. PJ's been through hell, and I didn't help with the matter. And frankly, you know what? I'm going to apologize right here. She'll never hear this, probably. But she knows the fact of the matter that I fell for that man before I knew he was with her, or anyone else for that matter. I couldn't understand why he didn't have a girlfriend. To me, I think he's cute, laid back, shades, 30,000. I don't care about the subscribers, but he didn't have 2,000. He did Jimmy Jams, whatever. I couldn't understand, honestly, why he even reached out to me on Messenger. I couldn't understand it. I was more shocked than flattered, and then I was flattered. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But for people to say that I'm a homewrecker, and I'm a stalker, and I'm a bunny boiler, bullshit. I was slightly led on. Could I have backed off after them being together for 2 months, I found out? Because this was in March. They started dating, I guess, in like December. Okay? We're not talking like this happened a year ago or 3 months ago or whatever. No. It was right around the same time, 2 months apart. So I apologize for all the shitty things that I've said about her and him. And I miss Jeannie a lot. I miss her. I miss knowing I can call her and say, hey. I miss her laugh, her giggle. We laughed a lot. She made me laugh. She was easier to talk to on the phone than my own sister. Because my sister and I had not a falling out, but we stopped talking for about 4 years because she got way too intensely religious. I mean, intensely. Everything, you gotta believe this, and Sabbath isn't on a Sunday. She was into the Latter-day Saints or whatever the heck for a while, and in Davenport, Iowa, and it was just too much. And saying Bill Gates had something to do with the COVID. I mean, it just got too much, you guys. But when she got sick, we started talking again. And so for the year and a half she survived, we were close again. And at least I had that peace. And my mom wanted that peace and wanted to know. You know what I mean? So I'm here to say that there's not one thing her friends, people that want to just stick up for Clark, there isn't one thing, nothing. She can even imply I'm a bad mother again if she wants. She can call me a prostitute again. She can say I need more lotion on my skin. She can say that because she's a black woman and I'm Caucasian, that her juices are sweeter. She can say, what else did she say? Oh, she can say that I'm or her friend's pretentious manipulator. Let me tell you something. I truly didn't even know in Messenger what the little heart meant. Okay, I didn't know anything. I didn't know it had to do with the photos. I had to learn everything on my own. And then someone told me there were little videos. I didn't even know that. Okay, I've had a flip phone, and I started texting texting 4 years on a flip phone, not the past 10 like everyone else, 4 years. So, you know, I'm still kind of behind in the times or whatever, and that's okay. But I'm older. And I'm blessed to be here, you guys. I'm blessed to make it through. A stress induced. It's also called Takotsubo, which is a Japanese name for an octopus, which is the shape of your heart, in a jar. It's also called broken heart syndrome, because my heart was broken by you know who in Virginia, by my mother who was dying, my sister was dying. Okay? Look it up, broken heart syndrome. I'm going to go. I think my daughter is the one knocking, maybe, to say goodnight to me. We always give a hug. Thanks to everyone in the bushes or whatever. Thanks for liking my Bixie. It's a pixie bob. That's what it is. I like it. Is it a little short and back? Yeah. But will it grow? My hair grows half of an inch per month. So in 1 month, it'll be down to here. In another month, it'll be to here. And I'll be able to have little wispies here, and I'm going to love it. Thanks, everybody. Hi, Cat Swan. If I missed your name, Flautez! Hi, hon. Oh. Wow. And please, ADHD, come back. I feel really, really bad. It's like he disappeared after I said, okay, now I know it's not my daughter, it's my son. I'm going to go, and I love you guys, and be prepared for a certain Clark to really make this more than what it is. If she was the bigger person and even acted her age, she'd let this drop. Apparently, she blocked me. Did I block her? No. Did I delete all the messages to when I met her in December 2023? So for 2 years and 1 month, I couldn't remember when we started talking. Oh, and she said on her live that I looked her up. Why does everybody come to her? No, guess what? She did the first writing. Hey, Paper Cut Tina, how are you? I'm just writing this to make sure you're okay. She looked me up. Okay? It doesn't matter. But the bottom line is, don't believe everything you hear from other people. And people don't have to believe me. But people that have known me for 2.5 years know that I'm not embellishing anything. And I'm not trying to be someone I'm not. Parker, you can hear me talking. Let me. Longest live I've ever done. 212 minutes. I've done 7-hour lives 2 hours ago. Okay, this is nothing. Well, first of all, all right, so I'm going to go, you guys. My knees really hurt anyway. Thanks for liking my little halter. Thank you for watching and listening and giving a damn and listening somewhat about my past. It's not my long-term memory that's bad. It's my short, wherever that is. Where is the short? Wherever it is. Thank you, Mary Jane Doe. She's my top mod and a good friend. And I'm not beefing. Okay, you call this what you want. I call it defending myself. She wants to go ahead and do a live and say, well, I'm defending myself. Whatever. Use me for clout and content. Okay? I mean, not like I'm some special thing, but I'm just saying. She uses people. Using Dolly Vision, using PJ. When is she going to hang it up? If that isn't obsessive about some people, and to where you're sending your STD results in an email to a person you had sex with this past summer, and then going, oh, I'm clean, and a picture of his dick. I asked her, I said, how on earth did you get that? No, I have my ways. She snuck a picture of his dick. I didn't do that. All right. This is Megan's Shenanigans. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Please hit the like. Please subscribe to me if you're willing to. And feel free to tip your hostess if you'd like to. All right. Thanks so much. Love you guys.